Hello everyone and welcome to St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management, Gurgaon, Delhi NCR. St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management is the best college in entire northern India and it is the fastest developing college of the nation. It is one of the best college that you can take admissions into. It provides the best infrastructure facilities. The campus is very safe and secure. It provides quality education at affordable prices. It gives you the best training in the industry and it provides 100% job placement and job assistance. This is one of the best college that you can take admissions into. You can choose from a variety of courses from BTech, BPA, BCA, and they are soon upcoming with MBA, Architecture, and Law. This subject, Principles of Software Engineering, the code is CSE 302F. This is a CSE 6 semester subject, and the syllabus is in accordance to MDU University Rohtak. The topic today we shall take it. This is lecture number 1 of unit number 4. The topic we shall be taking is software reliability and quality assurance. That is consist of various quality concepts, the software quality assurance and SQA activities. I, Shalini from CSE department, will take you forward in the video. Quality concept. See, software quality is a very abstract concept. Like its presence is difficult to define, but its absence can be easy to see instantly. It is just like salt, like so do not see the presence of it, but you feel the absence of it. So similarly, this is software quality. That you may not know how to say that this is quality or like you cannot say because it's an abstract concept, but still its absence is very much felt and makes a huge lot of difference. So in the context of software engineering, software quality measures how well software is designed, that is quality of the design, how well the software conforms to that design, that is quality of conformance. It is also defined as the fitness of purpose of a piece of software, like how fitness of purpose is how well you are actually fitting to the SRS. So the known functional requirements such as performance, ease of use and learnability first require specifying and defining. So the various functional quality components. The first one is functional suitability. Does the function facilitate the completion of user's task and objective? If the user doesn't want to print on that printer or wants to print a PDF but isn't given those options, then maybe not. So this is an example of functional suitability, right? Performance efficiency. Does the printer function respond within 3 seconds? So how efficient it is to performance, that is time behavior. Compatibility. Can the user print over a variety of network and printers and on computers with different operating systems? That is inter-platform dependency. Independency. Usability, that is, can the user figure out how to print or will it take a rocket scientist? Like how easy it is to use, that is learnability. Reliability. When the printer is unplugged in the middle of printing task, is the user notified? So how recoverable it is or how reliable it is. Security. Is there a record that the printer printed the file successfully? That is non repudiation. That is, you cannot print and then say that you have not printed. Right? Maintainability. Can test criteria be satisfied for the print function? So, can you specify the test criteria? That is testability. And portability, that is, can the software automatically adapt to a new printer, or you can say adaptability, or in new software like or any kind of new users or any environment, app or model according to a software drivers, etc. Right, so we have next topic, software quality assurance. Software quality assurance is a process which assures that all software engineering processes, method, activities, and work items are monitored and complying against the defined standards. So, who is complying? The process, the method, the activities, and the work items, right? And they can be any combination or any one single, like ISO 9000 CMMI, ISO 15504, etc. So SQA incorporates all software development processes starting from defining requirements to coding until release. So you start with your defined requirements, then you code, and then you release, and you do the testing all in between. So the primary goal is to ensure quality. The software quality assurance plan comprises of the procedure, techniques, and tools that are employed to make sure that a product or service aligns with the requirements defined in the SRS, right? So the plan is in compliance, that this is all in a kind of everything is compliant to SRS. So this is how you do a development. You have research analysis team, then there's a baseline team, that is prototype design, you have testing, planning, production, and you have release to market by support labor. So this is how this quality is actually ensured into the system. Okay, the SQA plan document consists of the below sections. What are they? Purpose section, reference section, software configuration management section, problem reporting and corrective action section, tools, technology and methodology section, code control section, the record, that is collection, maintenance and retention, this testing methodology. So you have to, the document have to have all this: the purpose of the document, what it is, what are the references that is used, what is the software configuration management look like, the problem reporting and corrective, the tool, technologies and methodologies, the code control section, then recording, collecting, maintaining, retention scheme, and at the end testing methods. So software quality assurance activities is a very kind of a large number of activities that we have as SQA activities. First is creating an SQA management plan. That is the foremost activity. This includes laying down a proper plan as to how the SQA will be carried out in your project. So how are you carrying out in your project? So you have an individual plan for yourself that is fits to your personal requirements, along with what SQA approach you are going to follow, what engineering what is the approach you'll follow, what are the activities that you'll carry out, and you have a right talent mix in your team. Next is setting the checkpoint. So the SQA team sets up different checkpoints according to which it evaluates the quality of the project activities at each checkpoint or project stage, right? So what are the checkpoints that you variously put at each checkpoint or project stage? So this ensures regular quality inspection and working as per the schedule. Next is apply software engineering techniques, right? So what are the techniques that you applied? Like in high quality specification, that is for gathering information, a designer may use techniques such as interviews and FAST, that is functional analysis system technique, that is later based on the information gathered. The software designer can prepare the project estimation using techniques like WBS. WBS is work breakdown structure, SLOC, that is source line of codes, and FP, that is functional point estimation, right? Next comes executing the formal technical review. So an FTR, or formal technical review, that is done to evaluate the design and quality of the prototype. So in this process, a meeting is conducted with the technical staff to discuss regarding the actual quality requirement of the software and the design quality of the prototype. So herein you actually see now what have you prepared is like you actually took an SRS and you plan the document, then you did it at your end, then you do it with a technical team because they are the one that are basically preparing for it, right? So you do the actual kind of assessment for them. So this activity helps in detecting errors in the early phase of SDLC and reduces rework effort in the later phases, right? So if you do it early, you have less errors that occur into your system because they are the one that are actually doing it. Okay, then you have a multi-testing strategy. See what the name suggests multitasking is. You have multiple strategies, right? So you just can't rely on one single testing approach. So you have multiple types of testing, right? So your software product can be tested from all angles to ensure better quality. Then you have enforcing process adherence. So this activity insists the need for process adherence during the software development process. The development process should stick to the defined procedures. That is whatever process that you have defined, you should adhere to it. It is a blend of two sub activities, that is product evaluation and process monitoring. So what is product evaluation? This activity confirms that the software product is meeting the requirements that were discovered in the project management plan. So it ensures that the set standards for the project are followed correctly, right? Then you have process monitoring. So this activity verifies if the correct steps were taken during software development, and this is done by matching the actually taken steps against the documented steps, right? So how you do it? First you evaluate the product and then you do the process monitoring. So that is how you do a process adherence into your system. Okay, next is controlling change. So in this activity we usually mix a manual procedures and automated tool. So it is basically combination of both of them. And you have a mechanism for the change control. That is, you cannot go anywhere down. So you have to be adhere to the standards, right? So by validating the change request, evaluating the nature of change and controlling the change effect, it is ensured the software quality is maintained during the development and maintenance phases, right? So you cannot go out and change in between, but and then you have to, if you make any kind of changes, then you have to see like what difference has they made to it, right? And the eighth point is measure change impact. See if any defect is reported by the QA team, then the cursor team fixes the defect. So whoever, like if it is coding, so the coding team will fix up the defect, right? So after this, the QA team should determine the impact of the change which is brought by this defect fix. So whatever changes that you made in order to fix the previous defect, then you check that they have not brought new errors into your system, right? So they need to test not only if the change has fixed the defect, but also if the change is compatible with the whole project, right? So you see if it is compatible with the entire project, right? And so for this purpose we use software quality matrices which allow managers and developers to observe the activities and propose changes from the beginning till the end of SDLC and initiate corrective action wherever required, right? So this is how you actually control the changes, and you see if any change is affecting any kind of activities, right? So whatever matrices that you have changed, you closely observe them and issue what are the changes that are being done to them for one single any minute changes. Okay, next is performing SQA edits. So you have the software quality assurance edits that you need to perform on regular basis, and what they do, they inspect the entire actual SDLC process and followed by comparing it against the established process, right? What you are comparing the actual process that is being happening and you are comparing it to against the one that are already being done. So it also checks whether reported by the team in the status report were actually performed or not, right? And this activity also exposes any non-compliance issues. So next comes maintaining record and reports. So this is what I really told you, that you have to keep this thing in each and every kind of whatever points I discuss. I say documentation and maintenance becomes an inherent part of it, right? So you maintain records and report. So it is similarly in SQA also, you keep a record of the necessary documentation that are related to SQA and you share the required SQA information, right? So the test results, audit results, review reports, change report documentation, they all should be kept for future references, so that anybody, whether any stakeholder want to see it, he can go ahead and have a look at it, because they have a right also. Somebody who is investing into your company really wants you to know actually the details of how his investment is going or performing. Okay, the last is manage good relation. So it is very important to maintain harmony between the QA and the development, which is very very necessary. See, if you're against each other, then all your energy will go in pulling each other down. So you should work together. So we often hear the testers and development often feel superior to each other. This should be avoided as it can affect the overall project quality, and this is like very very important. This is a personal kind of situation that you really need to do it. Like it's a reflection also. So you should take care of it. So we have important questions. Write a short note on software quality. What is SQA, software quality assurance? And then you have your SQA activities. So I hope it's clear to you. Please go through it once, and in doubt please ask. Thank you. That's all for today.